Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Willis will look to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On the counter, it's Walker. Able to push his way through. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Now Willis to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Ken Walker,
His 2nd touchdown of the season.
and the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Throwing Jones. And that one to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down. When you look at this Browns defense, they interplay here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. Oh, that's now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Willis. Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Off play action. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They'll air one out deep from Mingo. That is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Lou Hedley now.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Willis out of the gun. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Willis is going to throw once more.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Jones throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Solid stiff arm, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's Williams on the catch. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off on a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's 2nd and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. The Browns are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. To throw, here's Willis. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, Willis. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Willis now off play action. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Jones.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Robinson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone. But you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Play fake. Here's Willis. They're looking deep here for Flowers.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Williams loses the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the 2nd half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up. And now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
2nd down and 3. Willis looking to throw it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now Willis on third down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. This time Willis will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and
got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That pass caught. It's Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Browns drive about to get started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. From his own end zone, here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his end zone, Willis. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. And this one almost intercepted. 4-2 lose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Willis now off of play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they cover things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe a new start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Hayner. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Man open, here is Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
This offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational during the whole game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And still fighting. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for two. They'll try and run it here. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Willis on 3rd and 1.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Haener. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Haener looking to throw it.
He's got it to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again here, Haener back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Haener. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 35 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hayner.
Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here, knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I'm on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Hayner looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
A 45-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Yes, you got this! You got this! Top 19! Cowboy 80! Get in the end zone, fellas! Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready?
Willis looking to pass it.
Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Willis back to throw here. That is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Yeah, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender, it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Now 1st and goal. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Willis. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish